Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Today we're going to continue reading the clans with the Faceless Clan. First, I'm going to play some of my music. And now, let's begin. All clan traits. They gain +1 strength, +1 dex, +1 con, +1 intelligence, +1 whiz, +1 charisma. Creature type is human, size medium or small, your choice. Movement type 30 feet walking, 60 running, 15 climbing, 15 swimming. Special senses, magical darkness sight 30 feet, magical sight 30 feet. Base attack mod is a +3. Saves against danger, +3 fort, +3 reflex, +3 will. Their skills are 5 times 8 plus highest ability modifier, and their skills are deception, intimidation, mana recovery, perception, performance, and persuade. The Faceless Clan trained features, they begin with 2 trained features in addition to the trained feature gained at first level. And Faceless Clan ability, for the cost of 1 combat point, you can target one creature that is within 120 feet of you. That target must make a will save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 8 plus your highest ability modifier magical psychological damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 16 plus your highest ability modifier magical psychological damage, and it can only hear and see what you want it to, and it becomes affected by one of the following conditions of your choice for the next 1 in-game minute. You must choose the condition and spend the appropriate amount of mana points before the save against danger is declared a success or a failure. The target may retry the save against danger at the end of each of their turns for the cost of 1 combat point and 5 mana points, ending the effects on a successful save against danger. 1. The target is blinded, 5 mana points. 2. The target is burned, 8 mana points. 3. The target is deafened, 5 mana points. 4. The target is frightened, 8 mana points. 5. The target is restrained, 10 mana points. Or 6. The target is paralyzed, 12 mana points. And the Faceless Clan spells. Spell 1. Sensation Takeover, cost 1 combat point and 15 mana points, range 30 feet, duration 1 plus your highest ability modifier in-game minutes, effect, for the cost of 1 combat point and 15 mana points, you target one of your creatures that is within this spell's range. That creature must make a will save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 8 plus your highest ability modifier magical psychological damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 8 plus your highest ability modifier magical psychological damage, and you can switch one of the creature's senses for one of the other for the duration of the spell. Example, sight is switched with hearing, touch is switched with taste, etc. The creature can remake the save against danger at the end of each of their turns for the cost of 5 mana points and 1 combat point, ending the effects on a successful save. And then the next spell is Illusionary Duplication, for the cost of 2 combat points, 10 mana points, range self, duration 5 in-game minutes. You create a number of illusionary duplicates of yourself equal to your highest ability modifier. The illusionary duplicates have all the same game statistics, features, and abilities that you have, but they do not have any of your spells, armor, or weapons. Whenever you would take any amount of damage, the damage is instead distributed between any amount of your illusionary duplicates, your choice. Whenever any illusionary duplicate's health points or any of their mana points become 0 before the duration of the spell ends, that illusionary duplicate dissipates early. Additionally, a creature that has magic sight makes all of its attacks against you, and your illusionary attacks while that creature has magic sight, all of its attacks against you instead of your illusions. And all creatures without magic sight make all their attacks against your illusions instead of you while the duration of this spell is active. Molding. Next spell is Melding of Minds, Protective Barrier. Costs 2 combat points, 15 mana points, range, self, duration until you take a successful short rest. And you create a 30-foot aura around yourself and a number of creatures of your choice equal to your highest ability modifier for the spell's duration. All the affected creatures gain a +1 for each creature affected again for their will saves. And then the next one is Realm of Illusions. Cost 3 combat points, 15 mana points. Range, self, duration, your highest ability modifier in game minutes. And its ability is you create an illusionary realm of your own design around you out to a range of 60 feet. For the duration of this spell, all creatures except for you that are within this affected area make all of their will saves against danger with a -5. Additionally, while within this affected area, you gain a +5 on all of your intimidate and persuade checks made against other creatures that are within this affected area. The next spell is Maddening Mind Shield. Cost 3 combat points, 30 mana points, range 60 feet, duration 5 in-game minutes. You affect the minds of all creatures except your own that are within a 60-foot radius of you in all directions. Any creature in this affected area takes 8 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage, and can no longer perceive you as you become invisible for this spell's duration. Additionally, while this spell is active, you can manipulate the mind of any creature that is within this spell's affected area. The targeted creature must make a will save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 8 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage. On a failed save against danger, you control what that creature does on its next turn. Next spell is Tangled Illusions. Cost 1 combat point, 20 mana points, range 120 feet, duration your highest ability modifier in game minutes. You create a tangible illusion of any non-magical inanimate object of your choice, such as a cabin, bridge, weapon, armor, set, etc. This object lasts for this spell's duration or until you choose to dismiss it on any creature's turn. No combat points required. Additionally, upon the object's creation, you can decide what creatures the object is tangible and intangible to. The next spell is Illusionary Dragon Aura. Cost 3 combat points, 25 mana points, range, self, duration, your highest ability modifier, in-game minutes. And the effect is you create a tangible illusionary dragon around yourself out to a range of 20 feet that looks like and feels like a real dragon. The illusion lasts for this spell's duration. Additionally, you gain the following features while this spell is active. When surrounded by illusions, you gain a +5 to your ADR, and whenever you use an ability or cast a spell that deals psychological damage, the targeted creature or creatures take that damage as if they didn't have resistance or immunity to psychological damage. In addition, when the illusion goes away, it lets loose an invisible explosion in a 20-foot radius. All creatures except for you that are within this affected area must make a will save against danger at a -3. On a successful save against danger, the creatures take 25 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage. On a failed save against danger, the creatures take 50 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage. The next spell is Murder of the Mind. 3 combat points and 50 mana points. Range 300 feet. Duration 30 plus your highest ability modifier in game minutes. Effect: you target one creature one creature that is within this spell's range. That creature must make a will save against danger with a -5. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 15 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature has either its intelligence or wisdom score, your choice, become 1 for the duration of this spell. At the end of this spell's duration, the creature can remake the save against danger, ending the spell's effects on a successful save. And the next spell is Whispers in the Ear. Costs 2 combat points and 50 mana points. Range 300 feet. Effect: you target one creature that is within this spell's range. That creature must make a will save against danger on it with a -5. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 10 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 20 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage, and you begin to subtly manipulate the target's mind. You may issue any command that you can think of to that creature. Examples: protect the village, ensure negotiations go well, spy on someone, and bring back all information gathered, etc. This creature becomes under your complete control while it is going about doing the given task to the best of its ability. If the task ever becomes impossible for that creature to complete, then this spell automatically ends. Whenever this spell ends, the affected creature takes 5 damage to their intelligence score. And the last spell for this clan is Creature of the Mind. Costs 2 combat points and 50 mana points. Range 30 feet. Duration your highest ability modifier in game minutes. You can target a number of creatures that are within this spell's range equal to your highest ability modifier. Each creature affected by this spell must make a will save against danger with a -3. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 10 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage, and this spell no longer affects that creature for this casting of this spell. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 20 plus your highest ability modifier, magical psychological damage, and becomes affected by this spell for its duration. A creature who failed its save against danger can remake the save at the end of each of its turn for the cost of 3 combat points and 10 mana points, ending the spell's effects on a successful save against danger. Upon a creature's third failed save against danger, that creature now takes an amount of damage spread between both their intelligence and wisdom scores equal to your highest ability score. Thank you all. Like, subscribe, and follow us for more.